Collective, I'm going to pull from the Biblical Tarot, and I'm going to pull from my downloads deck. You're an entrepreneur or a businessman, a businesswoman. You about your business, okay? And somebody wants you to be in conflict with yourself, to be in confusion about who you are. But as you see here, you not only have grain, but you got money. And you're wearing purple cloth, which signifies royalty and a servant of God. Just like Joseph with the coat of many colors. There's something about your clothing. You could even be have your own brand name or making your own brand or deal or something like that. I'm talking to somebody that could be even of celebrity status here. But there's at least 5 people around you, maybe even your family, your brothers, your sisters, your people that you thought were your friends. They may have really turned their back on you or have tried to come kill you. You see all these people, all their backs are turned. You see all these people, they want to come slay Joseph. It says, come, let us take him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother. He is our flesh and blood. So you're even surrounded by people that hurt you, and then they give themselves excuses as to why it's not their fault. They're the ones causing the harm, and then yet they want to use scapegoats. I feel like they've even used you as a scapegoat. But if you don't know about Joseph's story, his brothers hated him for even his clothes. So it's something about like your attractiveness, your flow, your essence, like the clothes you wear even. I'm hearing designer brand. But these people, they hate on you. They might even hate on your business. They might have tried to throw you in a pit and then blame it on, when Joseph got thrown in the pit, then he got taken by the Ishmaelites to Egypt, sold. So the brothers thought, oh, we didn't do anything because they just sold him off. So they didn't kill him. But it's like these people might not have directly tried to kill you, but indirectly, it's like passive aggressiveness at the same time. So you gotta be aware. All right. But I feel like people have even tried to do elemental magic on you. But here's the thing. You're, like I said, you can work magic because you have the power of the spirit within you to stand strong, to walk through obstacles where others cannot, to command the elements. And look, to lead with good judgment. Joseph didn't even cause any bloodshed either. When they ended up coming back and trying to kick it with Joseph, what happened? Joseph fed them. Joseph fed them. And, God is setting up a table for you in front of your enemies, and you don't have to share. There will be other people that you could share with, but in Joseph's circumstance, he still fed them. All right. He was a peacemaker. So you're being encouraged here to be a peacemaker, to walk in peace and good judgment. So there's something about hands, because as you can see, like her hands here, and then right here it says to not lay hands on them. And right here it says saving me, avenging myself with my own hands. So somebody here has anointed hands. It's like you can, what is that? Is it telekinetic? Like you can move things around. You have to be aware of the power of your words. And if you don't know, you are from the purple cloth is what I'm hearing. So let's wrap this reading up. It's already getting long. People have a short attention span. Ancient ancestors. From ancient to the current. From past lives, otherworldly. So, you got your ancestors here. You got otherworldly protection. They can't stop your shine. You are a unique design. You see? It's like they hated on his coat because they really hated on him because of his uniqueness. It's like they even get mad that you are the peacemaker. But you are, like I said, God's daughter, God's son, the divine's child. They cannot stop your shine. Unique design. But look, be aware of altruistic narcissism, which is the greatest disguise. Charitable donations, charitable things, benevolent things, but given in a narcissistic intention. When God asks you to give to people, it says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That means giving with generosity. Like when Joseph ended up helping his brothers, he knew there was nothing that they could do to pay him back. And he wasn't doing it for his own purpose. He was doing it because he knew that was a divine situation. All right. But there are people in your life, what I'm picking up, at work, in your family. It could, like I said, it could be siblings. It could be stuff at work, people that you work with. But it could look like that they're being nice to you, and it's really a disguise. You know, people that love you are going to love you and hold space for you no matter what. If you have things to say, you see this, the peacemaker is like you can talk. It's a safe place to talk. You know, you can turn your back and know that you won't get betrayed and stabbed in the back. A lot of what you've gone through, it's about self-inflicted karma when you mistreat yourself. Because here's the thing. I'm hearing you cannot allow people, like, don't be naive is what I'm hearing. Because, like, you know how, like, Joseph got caught up with the brothers? It's because he was naive. He actually believed his brothers. His brothers had already showed him before. People have already showed you before that they didn't like you. What's going to be the difference now? Because they're not like you. They don't like you. They're not like you. Look. Truth towers. So when the truth is when you shine your unique self, you know, it's going to cause towers for people because they have to reflect in the heart. And it's ultimately about lifting humanity. All right? And that's why you're going to be in charge, because you are the one who lifts humanity. All these brothers wanted to take him down. And all Joseph wanted was the best for everybody. But this is what makes you set apart. You're consecrated. That means that you're set apart with a purpose, chosen with a purpose. Okay? This says versus spiritual elitism. See, these people that wore the coat of many colors and the purple coat, they're chosen. All right? With the crown, they're chosen. It's not about being elite. It's about holding your post so that we can all connect and unify and uplift the entire heart space. But not everyone's heart is equal. They're not like us. And that's why A lot of that time causes division. But God judges the heart. Spirit is saying that you have a high spiritual GPA. And you get to decide, are you going to pass go and collect $200? Or are you going to loop again and you can't pass go? All right? Look, these people, these altruistic narcissists, they mistreated a sacred object, a sacred person, which is who? You, God's daughter, God's son. And this is a sacrilegious. This is sacrilegious because you are a vessel of the divine. All right, guys. Yeah, you're God's temple. And the ancient ancestors are helping you in this self-mastery to do these spiritual practices. But the spiritual practices got to be authentic and unconventional to what you need. Okay? Ashe. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get a bonus card. Yeah. Listen to your inner truth, because Source is trying to communicate with you and tell you, look, Source, like I said, trying to enlighten you, help you clear your crown, help you clear your throat. And your aura creates an atmosphere where low vibe entities and demons can't dwell. Ashe, peacemaker. Hey, soul family. It is Sarah, the Mediterranean Goddess here. And for more content, or if you want to watch the rest of this reading, please go to my YouTube and subscribe at Mediterranean Goddess 1111.